Hello everyone, I'm Tamer Bloba coming at you with another Kindred Fates patch notes video. This time we're going to be talking about patch 1.0.8. Boatload of changes for you this time. Patch fixes several ultra-familiar bugs and adds more depth to the character customization menu, also serving up a fresh batch balance changes as well as a brand new move for Shovelet. The gameplay changes. Status curing items now grant 5 seconds of immunity to the status they cure. Very welcome change. I've had multiple times where I would be like standing in poison, I would get hit by poison, it would cure it, and then before I could even move out, it would, bam, poison me again. So that's a very good buff to curing items that I think they really needed. Improve the positioning of accuracy of most spawn attacks, especially when used on slope behind walls. Added additional ability description. It's some wonderful quality of life. Added the ability to delete teams from the team list. Once again, great quality of life. Added low, medium, and high quality graphics option to the settings page. That's something I've seen a ton of people ask for, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of people happy to see that implemented. Mechit had increased the end lag of Mecha Strike and Thrash. Pretty basic changes there. I don't think it's going to fundamentally change how Mechit plays. Lumala had their special attack stat increased from 70 to 80. I think that's a fair buff. Lumala was kind of low on the damage with pretty much everything except their laser beam of death. And even then, it was a lot harder to hit than something like Ember's Explosion, so increasing the damage definitely won't hurt things. Rest is an ability that a lot of people have found to be controversial. I haven't actually been able to play to test it yet, but I've seen there's quite a bit of discussion about it. So the new ability out of the Shovelet. This ability restores 50% of the user's max health and removes any status conditions they might have, and gives them the sleep status condition. Now you can remove sleep status condition with Coffee Bean if you wish to sacrifice your item. The big thing I see here is removing any status conditions they might have. That will take away like Poison or Burn, which would be the number one way I would think that you would counter Rest, would be to put a damage of time on them so that they have a really hard time making up for it with Rest. Because any damage you do to them, it rests on a 30-second cooldown, I believe. So any damage you do to them plus your damage from your dot would probably end up countering out excuse me, that 50% restore. But then they remove that, it would make it unnecessarily long, because then you have to land your hit again, so on and so forth. Especially if they had Coffee Bean, where they could just get right back up and run again, because that you couldn't like land it while they were sleeping. Overall, I think Rest seems like an interesting ability, and the only thing I think maybe remove the thing that removes status conditions from it, because it heals so much health. Or make it so that they can't be woken up from Coffee Beans so that you can land your status again. I mean, even then, I'm of two sides about Rest, because that as of right now, status conditions I feel are a little bit strong. So if status conditions never get nerfed, Rest should stay as it is. If they do get nerfed, Rest should lose the remove status condition thing. So it's really hard to say. It's kind of like in an awkward limbo zone. But going over to buffs, it increased channel time for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Any nerf to buffs is good buffs. Is because that I still think buffs are even now too strong, because they still allow for one shots if you absolutely max them out. So Bounce has had its damage reduced from 40 to 20. Good to see. Spore Dance has been made easier to hit. A little over double as easy to hit, which is nice, because Spore Dance is incredibly hard to hit. Angelic Rays had a rework. It's going to be an overall buff. You reduce your healing from 5% per tick to 3%, but made them trigger almost twice as often. So now every 1.1 seconds, you're going to get 6% of health rather than 5% every 1 second. So it is a buff. And those ticks come more often. Fixed the bug that caused rush and bounce to deal damage multiple times to the same target. Fixed the bug that caused characters not to be able to use some abilities in some cases. That is absolutely wonderful that got fixed. Fixed the bug that allowed users to move before a match had officially begun. Wonderful. Absolutely love it. Improve the accuracy of the round timer. I'm guessing that means that you can actually time out now, because sometimes it would go into negatives. The timing out. Just several colliders in Ruins Arena and Riverside Arena to make them more accurate. This is pretty fair. And fix the bug that caused login to take longer than necessary in some cases. Overall, like I said before, bug fixes, you literally gotta love them. There's literally nothing wrong or controversial in any way with bug fixes. Overall, I love literally everything in this update. Rest is in a little bit of an awkward spot because statuses are an awkward spot in my opinion. If they plan to keep statuses the exact way they are, rest is fine. If they plan to nerf statuses, they might need to remove some status conditions away when they nerf them. But otherwise, I think I'm pretty much on board with just about everything in the update. But let me know what you guys think about the update. And please leave a comment below. And I'll see you all next time. This is my Mustang Bloba, signing off. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.